Learn more at...
News is brought to you by GPO Federal Credit Union. Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And happy Wednesday to everyone. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed here with a look at your eyewitness weather forecast. And in addition to the fact that it's already quite dark out there, those winds are going to continue to be strong as we head through the overnight hours. Right now, they're out of the west at 26 miles an hour, but they are gusting up to 40. So that's making that 25 feel like 9 degrees, at least here in the downtown Utica area. And the wind, as I mentioned, is going to be the big story as we head through the overnight hours. But this is a look at the snowfall the snowfall reports that we had from last night into this morning. And as expected, less snow as you went to the south. So over Oneida and Otsego counties, we had anywhere from 2 to 6, maybe 7 inches of snow. And then as you got to the north of the Thruway, generally 7 to 9 inches of snow. Eagle Bay and Hamilton County had the most with 9 inches. As far as the snow is concerned right now, we do have a little bit still down to the south. That's mainly lake effect. There was a lake of a snow squall warning, I should say, for portions of Chenango County, but that has since expired. And we also have a little bit of lake effect snow coming off of Lake Ontario through Lewis County and through portions of the Tug Hill Plateau as well. As far as the satellite and radar is concerned, this is the reason why we had all that wind, that cold front sweeping into the south, now down through southern New York and parts of Pennsylvania, down through Connecticut as well. And in its wake, we have winds out of the west. And that's what's causing those, not only those snow showers, but also the very intense gusts that we're seeing. As such, we do have the wind advisory in effect for southern Oneida County as well as Otsego over towards Syracuse until 9 p.m. And then as you go from Herkimer County closer to Albany, it's in effect until 10 p.m. this evening. The wind gusts are going to be still at times 30 to 40, maybe even higher as we head through this evening. But the good news is that after we head through about 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., they will still be quite breezy out there, but they definitely won't be as intense as they were out there today. So that's the good news for you. As far as the winter weather alerts go, we do have that winter storm warning in effect until 1 a.m. Tomorrow morning for areas to the north of the Thruway up through the Adirondacks and then down to the south. We have a winter weather advisory still in effect until 4 a.m. tomorrow morning for that lake effect snowfall. As far as the futurecast goes overnight tonight, we'll see cloudy skies and just about a 20% chance of the lake effect snow showers out there, but that won't add up to much in terms of accumulation. Most of tomorrow and most of Friday are quiet as well, but then as we head through the late morning into the afternoon, we'll see snow as well as freezing rain developing. So even though it looks like rain, I think this is a little bit overdone in terms of liquid precipitation because we will have a little bit of cold air at the surface and a lot of warm air above our heads. So that's certainly something we'll be keeping our eye on for you. As far as additional accumulations are concerned, we do have only about a coating to maybe an inch expected overnight, so not much additional accumulation. And temperatures tomorrow will make their way up into the mid and upper 20s out there, but it'll feel like the teens with the wind. And then that wintry mix moves into our area on Friday with a high of 39. And we do return to above average temperatures as we head into next week on Monday, but that does come with a chance of rain and snow. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan. Coming up next on
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And happy Wednesday to everyone. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed here with your eyewitness weather forecast. As we take a look at the downtown Utica arterial from our iNet camera, it certainly looks a lot different than 24 hours ago when we were dealing with both snow and the wind. Although we're dealing with a bit of wind out there right now. The temperature 19 degrees, winds out of the west at 21 miles an hour, still gusting to 28 with feels like 3 degrees. And as far as the snowfall totals go, at least here in Utica, where we've had 54.5 inches of snow for the season to date. Normally for this time of year, we should have 56.6, so we're only about 2.1 inches of snow short for the season, but nonetheless, it's still the most snow that we've seen in about 5 or 6 years in this area. Speaking of snow, we still have a winter storm warning in effect for areas from the Thruway up through the Adirondacks in that pink color. That's until 1 a.m. and then a winter weather advisory in effect mainly for Otsego County and the southern portions of our viewing area. That's for winter driving conditions that can be anticipated overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. So certainly something you want to be mindful of. And in fact, here's a look at the snow right now. We have A little bit of it just to the north of the Mohawk Valley and a little bit of it to the south as well. But certainly, as I mentioned, nothing compared to what we saw last night and into this morning. That's as a result of this cold front that swept through parts of Pennsylvania, New York, and it's now off the coast of New England as well. And that's what caused all those high winds earlier today out of the west. And we're seeing a little bit of lake effect snow activity in the wake of that front as well. So that's going to continue through the overnight hours, as well as cloudy skies. We may see a little bit of clearing over toward the north, and then as we head through the day tomorrow, we could see an isolated or scattered lake effect snow shower, especially to the north of the Mohawk Valley. Other than that, we'll just be socked in with a lot of clouds, and there could be some clearing overnight tomorrow night into Friday morning. But then after that, that's when we see the next storm system moving in. Don't let this green indicating rain fool you. Some of that could be freezing rain, especially along the thruway and through the Mohawk Valley. Up to the north, certainly we will see snow, but the freezing rain is as a result of just a little bit of warm air at the surface and cold air above our heads as well, and then we'll be seeing that change over to snow as the cold air makes its way down to the surface as well. As far as additional accumulations, not much is expected between tonight and tomorrow night, with a coating to maybe a ½ an inch at best, especially if you get into any of those lake effect snow showers. So for both tomorrow and on Saturday, we'll be seeing winds out of the west anywhere from 5 to 15 miles an hour. But Friday, even though we will be seeing some snow and freezing rain, we'll be seeing calmer winds. They'll be light and variable. So for tonight, we'll be seeing the winds out of the west-northwest 20 to 30 with cloudy skies and flurries or snow showers, especially early on in this evening, and then we could see a few isolated or scattered lake effect snow showers during the day tomorrow when we see a high temperature of 28, but calmer winds as well. Winds out of the west at 5 to 10 miles an hour. And as far as the 7-day forecast goes, we'll be seeing that break as we head through tomorrow with rain and snow returning to the area on Friday. Another break on Saturday with partly cloudy skies, but 17 well below the average for this time of year. And then the next storm moves in Sunday night and into Monday, and that could be either rain or snow. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan. Now, the schools may have been out for